Welcome back, explorers. We are going to go a new level of twisting metal and concrete. The backrooms always has something new to find. Let's see what today brings. As always, if you enjoy these videos, make sure to let Raven know by leaving a like and a subscribe, and tell us what level mythos you would like to see in a future video. Feedback is always welcome, and we are always trying to improve. Let's begin. Level 3 of the backrooms, known as the electrical station, is one of the most hostile and disorienting levels in existence. It's an industrial labyrinth of corridors, empty rooms, and hazardous environments, each part of it as oppressive and alienating as the last. The air in Level 3 is thick with the smell of oil, dust, and rust, giving the entire level the sense of being a forgotten mechanical space, a power station, but one that has been left to rot. This level is cold. The temperature varies between bitterly cold and uncomfortably frigid, depending on where you find yourself. The walls are made of dark and polished metal, coated in grease, grime, and occasionally rust. This gives the place an industrial, factory-like atmosphere, with every corner echoing the groan of metal and the hiss of steam. Overhead, flickering fluorescent lights buzz incessantly, some casting strange shadows, while others simply stop working altogether, plunging entire sections into darkness. As you wander deeper into this metallic wasteland, the sound of machinery becomes the only constant. The low hum of electrical currents crackling in the walls, the loud clanging of metal against metal, and the occasional scream of a malfunctioning engine reverberates throughout the corridors. The deeper you go, the more alien it feels. The hum is not only mechanical, but unsettling, almost as if the electricity itself is alive. Every path seems to stretch out into infinity, the hallways winding and twisting with no discernible pattern. You'll find yourself walking through maintenance tunnels that are tight and claustrophobic, crawling along catwalks above large, noisy machines, or through long, sterile-looking rooms filled with high-voltage transformers. Everything seems designed to keep you on edge. Narrow hallways, high ceilings that disappear into the darkness, and the faint smell of ozone hanging in the air. The threats here are many, and they come in various forms. The most common and immediate danger are the faceless humanoid entities that roam the area. These creatures have no facial features, just smooth, featureless skin. At first, they seem harmless, but don't be fooled. Their behavior is erratic, often twitching or jerking around as they patrol the level. They can be unpredictable, and while they don't seem to have a clear goal, their presence always feels ominous. Facelings here are also more aggressive than in other levels. They have an unsettling, mechanical quality to them. Some wear jumpsuits or industrial gear that seems like it belongs to workers who once inhabited this place. They have been seen pacing the hallways in sync with the low hum of the machinery, almost as if they are part of the infrastructure itself. In darker areas, hounds can be found. These creatures are fast, vicious, and relentless. They are often seen in packs, stalking through the quieter, unlit hallways. The presence of these creatures is often signaled by an eerie silence, a sudden drop in the usual hum of the level, only to be replaced by the scuttling footsteps of the hounds as they approach. They do not hesitate to attack. Their behavior is animalistic, driven by hunger, and their speed makes it nearly impossible to outrun them in the twisting hallways. The danger doesn't stop there. Smilers are another terrifying entity that haunt this level. Unlike in other levels, whereas smilers appear only in the darkest corners. Here they seem drawn to the flickering fluorescent lights that randomly pulse with electricity. Their grins glow with an eerie, unnatural light, and if you catch their gaze for too long, it's said that they'll begin to move toward you, gradually getting closer until they're within striking distance. If you feel that unnerving sensation of being watched, or the lights start to flicker in a specific pattern, move quickly, because if you stay too long in one spot, that's when they strike. The grins never stop, and the closer they get, the more you can hear the unsettling sound of their breathing, like a low, rasping whisper in the back of your mind. The wretched deformed entities that were once human are among the most tragic creatures of this level. These beings are often the result of wanderers who've been here for too long, starved, driven to madness, or simply consumed by the harsh conditions. The wretches are twisted, barely humanoid forms, their limbs elongated, their eyes wide with desperation. They sometimes scream, but the sound is broken, a distorted mockery of the human voice. When you hear the faint whispers or your name being called out from the dark, it's said to be a wretch. However, don't be fooled. The moment you turn to investigate, they will lunge at you, their movements far faster than you would expect. If you're lucky enough to avoid these creatures, you may come across areas of relative safety, though it's important to know that no area in Level 3 is completely free from danger. Bases established by previous explorers are scattered across the level. One such location is Base Gamma, a secured outpost run by a group of survivors who have managed to carve out a small, stable existence in this hellish environment. They use the energy from nearby electrical terminals to power their base, and they have managed to establish basic communication with others who may pass through. It's here you can find rest, medical supplies, and trade goods, but only if you have something to offer in return. There are entrances to Level 3, and most of them are well known to those who have explored the backrooms for any significant time. The most common way to enter Level 3 is through Level 2, also known as Pipe Dreams. As you explore the deep, tight maintenance corridors of Level 2, you will eventually encounter a shift in the environment. The pipes that line the walls will give way to exposed electrical wires, and the familiar industrial noise will be replaced by a low, consistent hum. This is when you've reached the border between Levels 2 and 3. Occasionally, subbasements in Level 1 will lead to Level 3. These are rare, and the elevators and fuse boxes in the deeper parts of Level 1 may provide an unexpected doorway into the electrical heart of the backrooms. However, these are not easy to find, and they are often malfunctioning or trapped. Exiting Level 3 is just as difficult as entering. Escaping requires luck, skill, and sometimes sheer desperation. Some wanderers have stumbled across maintenance hatches, large steel doors that lead to other levels. These are often locked or require specific tools to open. Some doors open onto Level 4, a vast and unsettlingly quiet space, while others have been known to lead to Level 5 or even deeper, though it's impossible to predict where exactly. Some explorers claim to have discovered a rare elevator shaft hidden deep within Level 3, which can transport them to Level 5 or other connected levels. However, these shafts are notoriously unstable and seem to operate only under specific conditions, usually when the electrical systems in the area are operating at full capacity. Perhaps most interesting is the Red Room phenomenon. This strange anomaly only appears during electrical surges or blackouts, casting a deep crimson glow over the surroundings. Those who have ventured into this room, whether by choice or by accident, report a disorienting sense of vertigo and unease. It's believed that these rooms serve as passageways to undocumented sublevels or even alternate versions of the backrooms. The exit is almost always a gamble, and those who venture too far into the Red Rooms are never seen again. Surviving Level 3 is a test of endurance. The cold, the threats, the isolation it wears down even the most resilient explorers. But for those who endure, Level 3 offers a strange, mechanical beauty, an infinite maze of wires, gears, and glowing lights, as if the level itself is part of some incomprehensible machine. If you survive, you may just make it out, but chances are you won't come back the same. Thank you for watching. It means a great deal to us for your support. This was written by Raven the Blackheart. Please come check us out on Twitch under Raven the Blackheart. Until next time, be good or be good at it.